Hey everybody, welcome back. In a recent video, I shared with you 5 quotes that I'm using to govern my mindset and my behavior in this year 2024. And in this video, I want to share with you 5 values that I'm trying to practice in this year 2024. Values, a little bit different from habits. They're a little bit more amorphous. They have to do with the quality and manner of your behavior as you go about your daily life. What do you spend time on? What do you focus your sight on? What do you pay attention to? How would people describe you when you're not around, and things like that. So I want to share with you 5 values and see if they resonate with you, and if any of them do, let me know in the comments. If you'd like to share some of yours, please post them in the comments. I could use some fresh inspiration. Okay, but here's mine. Number 1, to get better at radical candor. So this means to say exactly how I feel without sugarcoating it, but also without being impolite. I want to be better and better at having hard conversations with people because I know I'm the type of person who, left to his own devices, would rather avoid conflict, avoid having to say what he really thinks, avoid having a problem with somebody else. I just go around, I just ignore it, I just leave it aside. But I know when I do that again and again and again, sometimes I'm missing opportunities to help people because I'm not telling them what's really the matter. And so that's a problem if you're a parent, a husband or wife, a teacher, a leader. You've got to be able to say what needs to be said. Number 2, I want to place an emphasis on relationships over transactions. I've noticed as I've gotten older, busier, more responsibilities, more stress, more problems, I'm having more and more trouble seeing people that I encounter in my daily life. I just want to get what I need for them, give them what they need from me, and move on to the next thing. I've got a lot on my plate from day to day. I've noticed that about myself and I don't like it. Before, when I was younger, I was much better, I think, at communing with people throughout my daily life. I was a great communicator and I enjoyed listening to people. So I want to get back to that. I want people to feel that that really matters to me. Number 3, this is a little hard to describe. I talked about it in the quotes video actually, but I simply wrote down taking advantage of that space, those moments when I feel inconvenienced and I'm about to react using my old habitual, less thought out reactions, my knee-jerk reactions. In those moments, I want to take a deep breath and make sure I'm responding with, I'm having a character-based response or a values-based response. I'm responding according to my code of values so that we all come out of that situation better for it. And this idea is something I learned from Viktor Frankl. He said between a stimulus and a response, there is a space, and in that space is your chance to choose your response and thereby choose how free you're going to feel, how happy you're going to feel, something like that. So I want to make sure I'm practicing that. Number 4, I want to be cultivating my gentleness, my tenderness, holding space, holding moments. What do I mean by that? Similarly as the last point, when you're really busy and you've got a lot of responsibilities and a lot of people depend on you for things, sometimes you just rush around trying to achieve this, achieve that, and you're not pausing to show your care and your warmth to the closest people in your life, the people that you love. And I have 2 children now, and especially with Elisa, who's already 3, I've seen just how fast the years fly by with children. And sometimes I look at her shoes and it really hits me hard how much she's grown, because I save her shoes and I see these little baby booties until now she's got these really cool athletic sneakers that are as long as my hand sitting by the door. So when her eyes sparkle, like my wife or Elisa, and they come to see me, they want to talk to me and hug me, I want to stretch out that moment a little bit and not be at all eager to rush off to go do that thing that's on my mind. So putting people first. Again, it's relationships over transactions. And then number 5 is really a simple one that I think a lot of people are going to relate to, and that is no blaming, no complaining. Okay? Leaders do more. If it is to be, it is up to me. And I brainstormed under this value a list of people I know who are far more positive than me. I don't know if that's just their nature or if they've cultivated it seriously over time, but I really think it's harder to be a positive person the older you get, because again, you have more responsibilities, you face more tragedies and challenges in the world, you're exposed to the horrible news, you know all the horrible things that are going on in the world. So I think it's actually quite inspirational and powerful if you're a positive person day in and day out. It's far easier to be someone who complains and blames all the time. That may make you feel more powerful because you're judging and putting something else down, but it's not true power, it's a fake power. True power is describing and plotting a constructive and positive way through what everybody obviously sees is negative, is problematic. Okay, we don't need anyone to complain and blame about it more. Strong people, positive people, they suffer without complaining. And weak people, victims, they complain without suffering. So which one do you want to be? Okay, these are my 5 values. If you review the quotes video, you may see how they tie into the quotes. The quotes for me are easy to remember. The values they're a little bit more, again, amorphous, abstract. I've written more about these values. They take me some time to think over, chew over, but they are radical candor, relationships over transactions, taking advantage of those moments when you feel like you're about to be reactive and not intentional, being more gentle, warm, kind, stretching out those moments that when you're older and on your deathbed you wish you had paid more attention to. And 5th, not blaming, not complaining, no more excuse making. This is your life. Take responsibility for it. I'll see you back here next time.